Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Women's Sports Matter podcast. Today, I'm here sitting by myself. No one is on the phone with me. I am your host, Wnba Castro. I'm actually on the phone with Gerald right now, who is not going to be on this episode, but he's watching me record this episode because it's last minute, because I can't find the time to do it. Because guess what? The season's almost over. That's right. At the end of the month, season's over. Yes, I just did that because I'm literally a child. Actually, no, legally I'm an adult. I can be tried as an adult, but you didn't need to know that. Today we are going to be talking about the sad conclusion of the Isabel Cup that was supposed to premiere on Wednesday and Thursday in the NWHL. As I'm recording this, it seemed to be this afternoon was posted on social media that the NWHL would be suspended. But I'm not just going to give this whole, thing right now because we have to go to commercial break. That's right. Commercial time. You get to hear me talk about today's sponsor, Anchor, which is what I used to record this podcast. So without further ado, let's head to that beautiful ad read. Hey everyone, it's Wnba Castro from the Women's Sports Matter podcast, and today I'm going to be discussing the sponsor of this show, Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And we're back. Gerald, do you have anything to say while I'm recording? Please say something. The stock market, and that's all the airtime he's getting. That's the only. Do not buy GameStop stock or AMC. Also known as GameStop. Thank you so much for your input, Gerald. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you can come on the pod sometime soon.
Jenna, please take that part out.
And I'm not taking it out. This is the best 30 seconds of my life. And insert shocked face emoji here. That was what?
It's not professional, John.
It's not professional?
No.
Do you think this podcast is professional? You know how many times I've cussed on here? A lot.
Go back to your original.
Just go back to my original. Okay, we're talking about the NWHL. Let me pull up my Twitter really quick so I can read the statement from the NWHL. Stop making those weird faces, Gerald. You're embarrassing me. Let's see here. Okay, so according to the NWHL, on their Twitter today, 5 hours ago, so at like 2 o'clock my time, they announced that the NWHL and the Olympic Regional Development Authority, also known as ORDA, have agreed due to new positive COVID-19 tests and the resulting safety concerns for the players, their respective staff, and the community that the remainder of the 2021 NWHL season in Lake Placid has been suspended, which sucks because they were supposed to be on NBC Sports with their semifinal games when this episode airs. And it's a real shame because the team that I wanted to win, the Toronto Six, was the number 1 seed. And I'm honestly disappointed because I really thought they were going to win the whole thing. And on the Toronto Six's Twitter page, we have a statement from them that says, "We don't have many words right now, but what we do know is that we couldn't be more thankful for all the support we received over the last 10 months. From launch on April 22nd to our first ever puck drop, we can't thank you all enough. We will be back." So since that, all this stuff is suspended, it brings an end to the 2021 NWHL season. And it was weird when Metropolitan Riveters had to pull out of the season due to COVID tests coming back positive. And then a few days ago with the Connecticut Whale, and I'm assuming chaos consumed Lake Placid, and every team was starting to have cases pop up. So the fact that they had to stop was really bad. Gerald, I'm trying to record. Why are you cheering? This is a bad thing. Oh, you figured it out. Gerald fixed his bug problem on his assignment. Yes, I'm airing this. You're welcome. So basically what this means for the NWHL is that they're not going to be participating in any more games this season. Hopefully by the next time they have a season that starts, COVID will kind of have calmed down. I'm just really disappointed that I can't see the Six win the trophy. I'm actually really disappointed because I look forward to watching some hockey games tomorrow and, the time I'm recording this, tomorrow and the day after that. I'm really sad, but it's okay. It's okay because we have NWSL preseason and the She Believes Cup at the end of February. And again, if you don't know what teams are participating in this wonderful event, we have the United States, Canada, Argentina, and Brazil. And if you are a close follower of the NWSL, you will know that their preseason rosters are up. So if you want to check that out, you can go to your favorite team's website and see who will be playing in the preseason. Also, there's still no news yet on what teams will be participating in the International Women's Cup in August, which features Racing Louisville FC and the Chicago Red Stars. Gerald's dancing. This is very great entertainment. Thank you so much for being here while I'm recording my episode. This is going to be another miscellaneous episode, I think, thanks to Gerald being annoying. Literally being so annoying right now. But this is fun. Hopefully one day I get to have him on the pod. If you want Gerald on the pod, all you gotta do is go to Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, it's at WSM Podcast. And tell me if you guys want Gerald on the podcast or not. I'm going to put a poll out on Twitter. And if I get enough votes for him that say yes, he is going to be on this podcast episode. Not on this particular one, but on one in the future. Because he's my best friend. Male best friend. Nice try, though, Gerald. Let's see, other sports news. Today is a very special day, but I don't know the name of the day because it's too long, where I can't remember what the hashtag. Aha! National Girls and Women in Sports Day. That's the name of it. See a lot of beautiful, beautiful posts about, different people's experience growing up and playing sports. And this is going to be a day late, but I still want to talk about it today since it is important. I remember growing up playing sports were fun, and I didn't realize that I could make a career out of it front office-wise until I was in high school. And the fact that it took me that long to realize that was awful. But if you're a woman, you have the ability to do whatever you want. Don't let men control your destiny. Yes, I'm calling you out, Gerald. He's upset that I called out the male population. Because this is a women's sports podcast, Gerald. You're welcome. So shout out to all the ladies who are in the sports world doing their thing. We appreciate you. And I just wanted to do a little shout out for that. Gerald agrees. I think he just did a thumbs up. Yeah, another one. That's beautiful. Maybe I shouldn't call out Gerald. Gerald, do you want to play a game? Do you want to do a test to see what team you should root for? Like women's sports team you should root for?
I'm good.
Come on.
Go on with your time. You know what? I'll call you back after that.
No, don't leave. No, just keep going. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take a quiz. What? Oh, he paused to himself. Rude. What WNBA team should I root for? Quiz. I am a Chicago Sky fan. So, this is going to be fun. Oh my god, and for this quiz, they use a picture of Courtney Vandersloot. Oh my god. So the quiz I'm taking is from How Stuff Works, and it is called Can We Guess Which WNBA Team You Root For? And, okay, which of these legendary WNBA stars would you want to see play in their last game? We have Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, or Candace Parker. Diana Taurasi is the GOAT, but I've never seen her play. I've never seen Maya Moore play, and I've never seen Candace Parker play. Actually, I think I may have seen Maya Moore play a game before. I can't remember if she was still playing when I went to Minneapolis a few years ago in 2019. I've seen Sue Bird play once. That was awesome. She's a legend, so I definitely would want to see her play the last game. Next, which WNBA arena has the best fan environment? We have Key Arena, Target Center, Staples Center, and Talking Stick Resort Arena. I know Target Center is where the Lynx play. Staples Center is where the Sparks play. Talking Stick Resort Arena is where the Mercury play. Key Arena, I don't know what place that is, but I'm going to look it up. Oh, it's Climate Pledge Arena now, which is where the Storm play. I've never been to any one of these places. No, actually, no. I've been to Target Center. That fan environment is unbelievable. But from what I've seen on TV, I'm going to say Key Arena for the Storm. Were you voting for to make the WNBA All-Star team? I'm guessing this quiz is from a few years ago. But if it's just in general, we have Angel McCautry, Brianna Stewart, DeWanna Bonner, and Elena Del Don. And of course, if you know me, I'm pulling for Brianna Stewart. I'm a big UConn fan. So, yeah. And I know all the things I've picked so far go towards the Storm. I'm also a Storm fan, okay? Which head coach calls all the right plays? We have Sandy Brondello, Cheryl Reeve, Dan Hughes, and Mike Thibault. I'm going with Cheryl Reeve. She's a legend, period. Which one of these shooting guards shoots lights out? We have Brian January, Renee Montgomery, Sue Bird, Chrissy Tolliver. This is tough. I'm going with Chrissy Tolliver. She's lights out for sure. For sure. Which player can knock down a buzzer beater to win a game? Ooh. I'm going with Alicia Clark on this one. Lights out, man. Which restricted free agent would you want to sign with your team? And the options are Chelsea Gray, Natasha Cloud, Odyssey Sims, Demarius Dantas. I'm going with Natasha Cloud. Hands down. Phenomenal player. Which unrestricted free agent would you want added to your team? We have Simone Augustus, Latoya Sanders, Alana Beard, and Crystal Langhorn. I'm going to go with Simone Augustus on this one. She's also a really good player. Let's see here. Which one of these mascots really gets the crowd going? We have Star, Scorch, Prowl, and Sparky. I don't know any of these, to be honest. So I'm just going to go with Sparky. Which power forward is the most dominant? We have Jessica Breland, Sancho Little, Candace Parker, Rebecca Brunson. Obviously, I'm going with Candace Parker. Welcome back to the welcome to the Chicago Sky. Thank you so much for coming home, Candace Parker. Which of these WNBA players would you consider the greatest of all time? Sue Bird, Penny Taylor, Katie Smith, or Lisa Leslie? Sue Bird. I'm surprised Diana Taurasi isn't on here. That's a big mistake. Which general manager makes the best decisions? I don't know who all these people are, but I'm going to go with Mike Thibault from the Mystics. He's also the head coach. Which point guard do you trust to lead your team? Brittany Skies, Lexi Brown, Natasha Cloud, Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd is pretty good, so I'm going to go with her. Which NBA team can you count on to cheer on its WNBA teams at games? We have the Hawks, Lakers, Wizards, Timberwolves. With this one, it's a tie between the Timberwolves and Wizards. Really haven't seen the Hawks and Lakers talking about their WNBA counterparts on social media versus with the Wizards and Timberwolves. There's just a solid love for both the teams. I'm going to go with the Wizards on this one because I know how much they cheer for the Mystics. And when John Wall and Bradley Beal went to the playoff games when the Mystic won the WNBA championship. And next question we have is which player has the best starting lineup handshake? Blake Dietrich, Sylvia Fowles, Ariel Powers, Mercedes Russell. I'm going to go with Ariel Powers on this one. Which color set looks best on your team? Green and yellow, yellow and purple, purple and orange, red and blue. I'm going to go with red and blue on this one. I don't really agree with any of these other color combinations. Which 2018 All-Star player would you want to represent your team? We have Breanna Stewart, Maya Moore, Christy Tolliver, and Candace Parker. I'm going with Breanna Stewart again. Which player has the swaggiest pregame warm-up? We have Tiana Hawkins, Camille Little, Alex Bentley, and Jordan Canada. I have no idea. I'm going with Alex Bentley. Which player had the best rookie season? Breanna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker, Elena Del Don. Obviously, I'm going with Breanna Stewart again. Duh. Which post player do you trust to grab every rebound? We have Elizabeth Williams, Jantel Lavender, Latoya Sanders, Brittany Griner. Obviously, Brittany Griner. Which guard and post duo has the best chemistry? Tiffany Hayes and Elizabeth Williams, Maya Moore and Sylvia Fowles, Camille Little and Brittany Griner, and Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart. I think you all know the answer, but if you don't, it's Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart. Which player had the best college career? Brittany Griner. Which WNBA player do you still cheer for when they're overseas? I didn't know any of these people overseas, but I'm going with Alicia Clark. Which player has the coldest shoe game? Natasha Cloud. Which head coach is the best dressed? I don't know. Cheryl Reeves. Which WNBA MVP did you vote for? Out of this list of Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, Elena Del Don, and Candace Parker, I'd probably go with Diana Taurasi. Who can you count on to knock down free throws? Renee Montgomery, Chelsea Gray, Christy Tolliver, Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd. Who would you trust to safely inbound the ball? Blake Dietrich, Alana Beard, Courtney Paris. Oh my God. Cecilia Zandalcini. Courtney Paris. Which player has the highest basketball IQ? Leilani Mitchell, Civil Falls. You know what? I don't know on this one. I'm going to pick a random name. Which player inspires you with their work in the community? Tiara Ruffin-Pratt. I got Seattle Storms fan. You're a day one Storm fan, even on all those rainy days, and there's a lot of them in Seattle. You never let it stop you from going to the home games and cheering your squad on. And who wouldn't want to cheer on the reigning WNBA champs? And the MVP is on your squad too? You've got it easy as a fan. We're jelly. There was not a single question on here with the Chicago Sky and this WNBA team thing, so I'm disappointed. But I'm a Storm and Sky fan. Get how that works? Maybe I should just be a Sun fan too. I guess weather jokes aren't really a good thing. Well, this was fun. My computer's gonna die, so I'm gonna stop recording. As you all know, we are still in a pandemic, so y'all know what to do. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and social distance when you can. My name is Wnba Castro, and I'm the host of the Women's Sports Matter podcast. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, you can follow me at WSM Podcast, and on Instagram, you can find me at Women's Sports Matter. I'm also on YouTube. All you gotta do is look up the Women's Sports Matter podcast and hit subscribe to that channel. We are 6 subscribers strong. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know how I do on this episode on Twitter or whatever. Follow me on social media to stay updated. If you're following WNBA free agency, so am I. I'm glad that Candace Parker is home. Again, thank you so much for listening. And that is all, folks. See you next time.